Hey guys, Jay here. So, I have ran out of ideas, and I don't know what kind of video to make with the Pathfinder currently, because I am playing quite a bunch of Tier 17. I mean, I'm testing things out. I have got a reg checks for the Pathfinder for the Tier 17 that it can and cannot do. Well, long story short, that is not the only thing that I'm doing. So I am currently leveling up a new character, and this is probably like the most fun I've had leveling a character so far, like ever. I mean, if we, speak back to the day where I first got into the game, it might be different, but lately, for the last probably like many years, this is the most fun I've had with leveling a character through the campaign. The reason is, first of all, I am using a good leveling setup, a tried and true, very, very strong leveling setup, and I also use a skill that is extremely good, extremely fun, extremely effective. I mean, look at this. It is killing everything on the screen, right? I just slam wherever. It seek out monster everywhere. I have played with this skill actually quite a bunch last week with a chieftain character with a slam, but this feels so good basically. So the main thing that makes this good throughout the campaign is, first of all, you need a lot of damage. Second, you need to be very fast. And, if you are planning to level up a Pathfinder or, in this case, I'm leveling a Scion because I am cooking a new build with a Scion. But if you want to level up a Pathfinder to try the Pathfinder AFK build, for example, if you are a viewer of my channel, then you can do Pathfinder. This is the Ranger start. Just go out here, go down here, and immediately go to this cluster to get the Hollow Palm technique, and you will have a wonderful, wonderful time. Just leveling, just through, just kill everything. Look at this. I am in the first area of Act 3, and the tooltip here is already in the like 5,000-ish, which is absolutely insane. The setup is very simple, right? Basically, I am preparing this set of gear, right? This will be replaced the tabula. This will replace this one. I don't even buy the level 1 Void Eye or something like that. The Black Heart Iron Ring, yeah. For early damage, I mean, I will replace this Le Hoop with the Dodre Damning over here, and I got like a full setup at level 32, and I can use that until like near the end game. So like early mapping, this setup is still okay. Just more level, get more passive. Everything else is there. Just slap in the purity of element, so you have a lot of resistances, and then deal with elemental element. But that's it. So the setup I am going for, by the way, is going to be Brisquar. Before it was Tabula Rasa, probably very, very obvious. The next one is the Astramantis, of course. Before this, I used a Karui ward for 10% movement speed. The Hoop of O-Ring, I do 2 of these. This one with dexterity %, this one with 4 mana per hit with attack as a corruption. So it helps with mana sustain, so it feels even smoother basically. And the boots, of course, 7 league step, the fastest movement speed boots that you can have in the game. String of Servitude with % dexterity and intelligence. Just the % dexterity is okay. Int or it's strength or whatever is okay. It doesn't matter, right? What I care about is just % dexterity, and this one costs like 10 chaos. This one 6 socket, 6 linked. roughly a divine. The beautiful thing is this setup, you can totally resell them after you used it, and you know, you basically do not lose anything. So I highly recommend, even if you are a new player, even if you are, you know, you are not having a lot of currency, I would recommend you to, you know, get a leveling setup, and then whenever you are done with it, you can resell them to the market, and then you can have the money. This one I bought a decently high roll for around 30 chaos, and if you want to, right, if you don't care about the stat, you can even get the lowest one, which is 15. This is 1 chaos, 1 out, whatever, you know, just I think this is better than Gold Rim. Gold Rim is good until it is replaced by this. It's just have permanent onslaught. I think speed, attack speed, movement speed is just much better in terms of filling throughout the campaign. And you know, eventually we will be using Elemental Purity very, very quickly. So we don't really need the resistances from the Gold Rim. I mean, if you want to be extra safe, you can sacrifice this. You can have, you know, onslaught on your flask or something like that. It will not be as consistent as this one. I prefer just movement speed and attack speed, basically. And yeah, what you are going to do is with the Scion, you go directly down here, you grab this. With a Pathfinder, you go directly here and grab this. If you are leveling a duelist for some reason, you also want to go directly down here and grab the Hollow Palm technique, and you will have a huge amount of damage. Get the Hollow Palm, get the precise technique, very close, get the dexterity, get the accuracy here, and then from then on, you know, you get whatever you want, that you are progressing toward your end game character. Actually, you don't need to, you know, specifically get any other kind of passive, which is the beautiful thing of this setup. You can get like nearby life nodes, suppressed, you know, whatever, or you can even have like movement speed. The effect of onslaught over here is technically movement speed as well, which is pretty nice. There's a lot of things that you can actually do. And you know, let me show you a little bit more of how the leveling go with this character. You press your movement speed flask, you move, and once in a while you slam the ground once with the skill, the Volcanic Fissure of Snaking. By the way, I think this is probably the best skill to use. Not only does it clear very well, it has like shotgun potential, so one single slam can hit a enemy like twice by default, because it will generate 2 additional explosion. If you have like quality and stuff, it will generate even more. Let me see, right? So if you have 20% quality, it will erupt 1 more time, which is really nice. So how did we get so much damage? I would just go through the basic thing. It just basically, because of this, you have 40% attack speed, and it's more attack speed, by the way. I need to kill things or I would die. You have 14 to 20 attack physical damage per 10 dexterity if you are unencumbered. And unencumbered is already explained over here. You have no gloves, no main hand item, no offhand item. So it may look as, you know, this is a very, very heavy drawback, but actually, that just means you don't need to worry about those 3 items when you are leveling anyway. So it actually is a benefit in my opinion, because you only use this one for leveling. If you want to min-max in the end game, that will be much different story. But if you want to just, you know, go through the acts, this is absolutely perfect. If you are a, you know, seasoned player, you are a veteran, you probably 100% would have known about this already, but for some reason I realized just very recently that there are actually a lot of players who wants to try, you know, build from my channel or build from other channel, but they struggle with leveling a new character quickly. And I think this will be a beautiful and very, very pleasant experience for leveling. And so yeah, highly recommend it. And so that is everything I want to share with you today. So you know, if you find this helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. You know, see you in the next video. And by the way, a little bit of a sneak peek on this character. It's going to be a cast-member damage taken character. The problem with my previous character, cast-member stunned, is you need to get hit, so the damage is not consistent. A lot of people who want to play like the low-budget version, or something like that, are complaining about the single target damage being not enough. Well, I think it is enough if you set up properly, but you know, even if someone have the same kind of damage as I do, you know, the benchmark, the standard for how much damage is enough damage is very different from people to people. So, you know, I would like to make another build that is almost as tanky, maybe, hopefully, is as tanky as the Custom Stun Pathfinder, but also deals way more damage, and the damage is consistent. It do not rely on, you know, the encounter. If you jump into the Uber bosses, if you jump into the simulacrum, if you jump into the map clear, every single content you have the same level of damage all the time, and I think the cast damage taken loop is absolutely perfect for it. I have watched a recent video from Jungron, which, you know, basically let me know that, you know, we don't have to do word loop in order to make a cast damage taken character. And what I am planning to make is going to be a pure magic, blood magic, right? So I will take blood magic, so it will be a completely different build from Jungron, but I am, hey, stealing some of his setup. Basically, the idea for his version is he is recouping every single kind of resources that he's spending. Well, I want to do is I want to stack a lot of life, and I want that to be my only resource, and you know, I would just be recouping that. And so that, I think, is much more, you know, approachable for a lot of people. And also, the problem with Jungro's character is he's using 9 lives, and I think it is actually mandatory for his build, which, by the way, I just want to show you on the market, right? Market matching. So I'm searching for the forbidden jewel that Jungro is doing. For refresh and flame, 9 lives. Right? This is gonna be pretty hard. So I'm counting 1 here, so it will show both the results. So there are a total of 34 results for these 2 jewels only, and these one are like very long ago. I believe these guys are already AFK'd and, you know, no longer logged into the league. I have been watching this for quite a while. If you want to follow Jungro's build and you want to get this kind of jewels, if you wait for this guy to come online, you might never, until, you know, next league maybe. And the cheapest one that is currently online is like 55 divines for the red one and over 100 divine for the blue one. So it's super expensive, totally not at all approachable for most people, I would say. So my approach, I think that build is very cool. I want to make my version of it, and I want to go full blood magic. I will stack a lot of life, and I will, you know, get some other layers of defense as well, as I normally do on my build. So we have a decently tanky character. I would use the Tainted Pact, and the Tainted Pact, you know, it will revert some of the degen into, you know, regeneration, and we will reflect poison on ourselves, and then, you know, just a lot of things going on that eventually makes our character like have millions of regeneration. So if you have the high life pool, a good amount of mitigation with like millions of regen, there is no way you can die unless you get truly one shot from something extremely big. I think that is very promising to do. So yeah, that is the sneak peek for what I am going to do with this character. I am still playing with the Pathfinder character as well. This is just a change of pace. I mean, in the weekend I do not stream because my family is both at home, as you can see in the background. So it's very hard for me to stream. And so yeah, I am leveling this on the background, and I'm still playing like both characters. Maybe they will, you know, switch places, switch some gears together, because they are sharing quite a number of gears, as the main idea for tankiness for both of them are, you know, somewhat the same in some layers. So yeah, stay tuned for this character. It is still in the making. I'm still leveling it, and you know, I decided to make this video because first of all, I'm out idea to make any other kind of videos, and second, uh, I'm having actually a lot of fun with this leveling so far. Because, you know, the fun in ARPG, you know, if you want to dial it back to the most basic thing, it's just simply you are destroying everything. That is it. They are not giving me anything here. No. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Like if you enjoyed, like if you think it's helpful, and see you in the next video. You know, check out all the channels that I have linked in the description. Yada. Peace.